Alright, a very wet and soppy good morning to everyone.
Yes, it's very brisk out.
From Disney Springs, we are here for the sit portion of this month's Quick and Sit dining foray to try something we've been very excited to try, which is Chef Art Smith's Homecomin. Right? There-ish.
There it is.
I don't think we'll be dining outside today.
No, it seems like it has really nice outdoor seating, but it's a little chilly today.
So we're very excited to try this, being from Florida, like Chef Art Smith is, and this is our kind of food.
Oh, for
Southern
sure.
home cooking, comfort food. So.
I've seen pictures of the fried chicken, and it makes my mouth water just looking at it. So
Yeah.
I think that's probably what I'm gonna get.
Everything we've heard is great. Everything looks great. So now it's time to finally try it. So come along, won't you, and see. Alrighty then, here we have the menu. Chef Art Smith's Homecomin. Starters. Salads and such. Sides. Buns and such. Of course, the main plates. And drink menu on the back. The shine. Fun little coasters.
It makes me think of what's the movie Holes, where Kiss and Kate Burrow? Was that
I don't know.
Kiss and Kate something from Holes? Apparently that's what a kissy mark makes me think of.
There you go.
All right, Matthew.
I never use straws.
So what do you think so far?
I hate it.
Oh.
It's the worst place ever.
All right, let's leave.
No, so far I absolutely love it. The aesthetic in here is totally up our alley. I love the wood ceiling, big wood beams, huge wood beams.
Yeah, I mean, look up how high it goes.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I love the open kitchen design. The mural up above it is awesome.
Yeah, I want that for our house.
Big glass window
Yeah.
on a rainy day. Comfortable chairs, which is nice.
It is really comfortable.
I do like this too. They have like kind of outdoor seating, but it's covered.
Yeah.
It's like a porch, green porch, big here in the south. So
It's like a Florida room.
I like it.
It's very like farmhousey in here,
Yeah.
in the Floridian way, which is very cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I will say it's like a tad bit loud in here, but not loud in an obnoxious way.
No, well I think because it is so large.
Open.
They have music playing, country mostly.
Yeah.
It's just to be figured, but it's not too loud. Well, this is incredible.
I'm so happy right now. Look at this.
All right, what do we got here?
Okay, I got the fried chicken with donuts.
Oh, look at the dipping sauce.
Yeah, they're like sugared, like powdered sugar donuts. I'm assuming this is syrup? Yeah, it's syrup. Oh, it's really good too. And these are mashed potatoes. They did ask if I wanted my mashed potatoes with gravy, butter, or cheese, and I asked for the gravy, and it looks like, I don't know what kind of gravy it is. It's not white, it's not brown, but
Kind of in the middle.
it's kind of in the middle.
It looks good.
Yeah, I'm excited to try it. It looks really good.
And of course the fried chicken in the middle with that little powdered sugar dusting on there.
Yeah, it's kind of like a spin on chicken and waffles.
I like how your mashed potatoes are served in this little crock thing, and then it's like on a doily.
Oh, it is on a doily. I didn't even notice that. How cute. It's like, this is like cast iron.
That's awesome.
Ew, this is awesome.
Over here we have the chopped barbecue plate because we wanted to try the chicken and the barbecue to see, you know, how we were doing, and it smells phenomenal. I can't even describe. Of course, some coleslaw, pickles, accommodations here, a little side dressing up. We have sauce here. This is a cheddar drop biscuit, which looks really good. And then this is mac and cheese, also in a little crock. You can see the cheese is like melted over on the side, also on a doily.
That mac and cheese looks amazing.
Yes. All right, I can't talk anymore. Let's eat.
This is so good. I mean, this is really good. We've tried everything. We've tried each other. Actually, I haven't tried the mac and cheese yet. I'll try that in a second. But we've tried each other's everything, and this is awesome. Oh, here it comes. Mmm, yummy. These mashed potatoes are super creamy. The gravy,
it's like smoky, but like it was made with bacon fat.
Yeah.
It's really, the mashed potatoes by themselves are fantastic. That gravy is phenomenal. Put them together.
It's really good. I'm really happy I got the gravy. Your pork?
Yeah, it's really good. Really, really, really tender, juicy, and the sauce is sweet and spicy, and that's right up my alley. Biscuit is very good. It's similar to like a Cheddar Bay biscuit and like Red Lobster or whatever. I think it's a little better quality.
Yeah.
Although I don't have any complaints. If there was one thing that could be like that, this had been made a while ago.
Yeah.
It's not hard or stale at all. It's still very soft. It just wasn't very warm. This mac and cheese that we just talked about, this is some of the best I've ever had, honestly. Chicken, I think, is the best I've ever had.
This chicken is cooked to perfection. It's not dry, and it's
real crispy, golden
really
brown.
crispy, but not greasy.
Not greasy at all. And it has the powdered sugar coating, but it also feels like it's got a little bit of maybe honey or something to it.
Yeah.
It's just like, you get sweet when you first bite into it, but it's not too much. It's not overbearing. The sweet dissipates, and then you get the salty brine of the chicken. You know?
Yeah.
It just really works really well together. Like I said, honestly, I think the best I've ever had.
There's been times where I've gotten chicken and waffles, and the powdered sugar was done too much to where it was too sweet. It didn't even like taste like chicken anymore. This is it's just a little bit, and like Matt said, like there's something in the batter that gives it a little bit of sweet also. It's great. I can't get over how not greasy this chicken is.
Yeah.
It is crispy, and I'm not eating this with ketchup.
Yeah.
Which
usually eat fried chicken with ketchup, always.
I eat pretty much everything with ketchup, like other than cereal and ice cream, but I put ketchup on a lot of things, and I always have ketchup with chicken, and I'm not even missing the Heinz right now. It is so good.
Try the mac and cheese.
I'm gonna try the mac and cheese. I can't believe it's this cheesy without feeling heavy.
Right?
I mean, because it's gooey. It's several different types of cheeses too.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely like some sharp cheddar in there, but there's like some creamier cheese. I'm not like fluent in my cheeses, but there's like some creamier kind of cheeses too.
Oh, and there is just 2 more things.
Oh.
You better try it before you get full.
Okay, I will, because I will get full. This is so good. Look at how fluffy it is.
Wow.
It's very light, which is good because this is a lot of food, so like a heavy pastry would not be good right now. This is so light. To be honest, it doesn't need the maple syrup, but it's good with it. This is great. You want to try the donut?
Yes. Looks like cinnamon.
I did get a little bit of that, but it's not like overwhelming cinnamon to me.
It definitely is though.
Yeah.
That's really good.
It's so light, right?
Very. Good try some more.
Okay.
That's good. I think it's better straight up.
I agree.
Donuts are really good. Those are really, really light.
Yeah.
I can't believe all this heavy what's supposed to be heavy home-cooked food, it's not heavy.
No. Okay, we're gonna finish eating, and we'll let you know when we wrap up. This place is getting even cooler. Look how cute this dessert menu is. It's a little doily. Just like the little doily I got under my mashed potatoes. Okay, let's see. This is the dessert menu. The sweetness, hummingbird cake, shine cake. That's the signature dessert. Butter cake soaked in moonshine syrup. Auntie's chocolate cake. chocolate cake, candy pecans, pecan pie, and donuts. I can definitely recommend those because I'm assuming they were just like the ones I just ate and they were delicious. I don't think we're gonna get any dessert because I'm full and we kind of already had dessert with the donuts.
We usually don't get dessert anyways, but definitely not today.
Oh, I just noticed this was on the back. Never underestimate the power of cake. And oh, it's Art Smith. I thought it said Aunt Smith. Art Smith, XOXO. He gives his love. So I asked and I confirmed that these donuts are exactly the same as I got with my chicken. She said that they do brunch and that they have a different donut. They have powdered sugar donuts and then, what was the other one? Like,
I think it was candy, pecan, bacon donut. So we just wrapped up eating right here next to the entrance, so we wanted to show they do have a little merchandise section. Looks like they have canned coolies, some sipper bottles, cookbooks, hot sauce. That looks like the hot sauce that was on the table, but it didn't have a label on it. Chef Art Smith's Homecomin.
We didn't
blurry
try
there.
any.
Deep South hot sauce. Chef Art Smith's Homecomin. Hector's Secret Stash. Okay, some other sipper. Oh, that's fun. I like that one.
I really like it.
They even got some taffy candy up here. These little cups that look like solo cups, but they're like a lot harder and they're branded. They even got some hats. Ooh, I like that one. Love all the Florida stuff. You like this one.
I love this so much.
The prices of some of the stuff. And the look, an apron. Whoa. Oh, different ones. I like the one with the chicken on it. Head cook.
Nice.
Man, if I actually used an apron, I would totally get that. Or the t-shirt with the logo.
Oh, this was the shirt I saw one of the servers wearing.
Ah, Florida Farms Southern Charm. Because a lot of the food here is locally sourced. Florida farmers and stuff.
Look at the shirt.
Oh, it's like a quick dry athletic material. Blue one with 3 hens and the logo. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Chicken dinner. Then we have this like coral salmon, hey y'all. And then a light blue Florida chick.
I love it.
With the hen on the A, and then the Homecomin Kitchen, Florida Kitchen logo on the back.
I really like the Florida chick stuff.
And then, can't really see, there it is. A hen on the door. We just looked outside, we have the Rise and Shine, the Southern Brunch that's on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2, and there's the number you can call right there to reserve that. All right, man, that was delicious.
That was a great meal. I cannot recommend this place enough. It's totally up our alley, which is probably why we loved it so much.
True.
It's home cooking and it's Florida themed.
Yeah, very much what we're used to.
We have a lot of Florida pride. Everything that came to that table was excellent. Our server was great. We're wearing our magic bands and we have the sliders, the annual pass and DVC sliders. And she didn't even ask us if we were annual pass holders. She just saw the slider and put the discount on our bill, which is awesome.
And they did have, you asked though, and they do have DVC discount. Well, of course it's the same amount, so.
Right, it's 10% for DVC and 10% for annual pass holders, so you can use either of those if you have it.
And also, we made mention earlier about how it was mostly country music. It was a lot of country early on. Then it was like some soul, like some James Brown, and they had like Twist and Shout. Now you can hear they're playing like a little easy grooving. Oh yeah, really make you feel at home, feel you comfortable. And that was one thing we liked about the restaurant, was just the overall vibe.
Felt like a special occasion to me, but in a casual way.
It was totally comfort, total relaxation, total like you meant to be there, which obviously is the whole inspiration of the restaurant. It's the Homecomin. You're coming to Florida, you're coming to Southern cooking, locally sourced, local Florida farmers. I like that stuff. Fresh from the farm. It showed in the food. I mean, you can tell. You can tell when you're getting quality fresh ingredients. It's so obvious. Yeah. And it was blatantly obvious in there.
And we just got 2 entrees and waters. We didn't get any appetizers or desserts. And the bill with the 10% discount was $50.80 without the tip. The 10% like was $5.30 I think that took off. So about $56 for 2 entrees.
Yeah. Midnight train to Georgia. But we went Florida, Homecomin. It all works. right here together. That's right. We love our friends up north in Georgia. I mean, scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, it's a 10.
It's a 10. I mean, there's no reason to even discuss any further. Have any questions about it? It's a 10. Service was great. Food was phenomenal.
Atmosphere was our cup of tea.
Our cup of tea.
Is our cup of tea.
All right, guys. So that's gonna wrap up this portion of Quick and Sit, the sit portion. Of course, we're actually doing it a little bit out of order this time. We knew we wanted to come here.
Yeah.
We haven't decided on a quick yet. We're gonna figure that out. Of course, by the time you see this video, we'll have decided that.
Yeah.
So, after a brief intermission, you will see us on the other side at whatever venue we picked for the quick portion. So, now if you'll bear with us while we transition to somewhere else, we'll see you on the other side. Homecoming. And we're back.
Bye.
Wearing completely different duds. Look, I got a new shirt.
Look how cool it is. If we're walking around the park and we're wearing them and you see us, then you know it's us and you can say hi to us.
Please. All right, so we actually ended up deciding on the quick location.
It was a lot rainier the last time you saw us, and now it's a gorgeous day today.
So back at Disney Springs, if you can't tell, we are over here at Polite Pig.
Yeah.
So we thought that would be a good one to pick because it's at Disney Springs, so we kind of keep that theme going like we did with Homecomin. But, you know, it's kind of along the same lines. I had some barbecue over at Homecomin, barbecue here.
Since like the new dining has exploded with Disney Springs, like the two things I wanted to try most, number one by far was Homecomin, and then number two for me was Polite Pig, because every time we walk by it, it smells so good. So I've been really wanting to try it.
We're actually exceedingly hungry, so enough talk. Let's go. And a quick look at the menu here. Feel free to pause at any point and peruse what they got.
I haven't looked at this menu in a really long time. I have no idea what I'm getting.
Nor do I.
A lot of stuff looks really, really, really good.
Oh, right as we enter Polite Pig, we are met with appears to be a decently long line. They do have menus, right? When you come in here, we're kind of on the side, across from near the stairs and escalators up to the Lime Garage. You can see there, across from the Under Armour store. I think there's another entrance over there by the bar. And as you can see, we have some kind of like bar-style seating. They have outdoor seating. They have indoor seating over there. High tops, I can see. So we'll look at the seating more when we get over there. Not sure how this ordering process works. It looks like you kind of just go through the line and order, and I don't know.
It's not like service, right? That's why we picked it for the quick. Because
Yeah.
it's not like you have a server waiting on your table. But is it like you get like maybe like a deliver?
I see a pager over there.
Okay, so you have a pager and then they bring it to wherever you are. So it still counts as a quick.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. So there's where we came in on the side, and here's the other entrance on the front, right next to the bar. So you can see they have bar seating around. They have some high tops here with stools. Condiment station right there in the middle called the sauce bar. They have 2 drink machines over there with this, you know, the extras that go along with that, sugar and sweetener and stuff like that. Paper towel rolls on the tables. And it looks like some standard seating in the back here. Looks like they also sell t-shirts. That's pretty cool. How about those? Nice. So it looks like in addition to the menu, they have some grab-and-go items, bottled water, red velvet cake, like an orange blossom pie. That sounds interesting. Looks like a squeeze like applesauce or kids pouch kind of thing. This is as cool as you wind your way through the line. You come up to this glass case of emotion filled with ribs and other meats. Actually, mostly just looks like ribs right now. There was a artisan in here chopping away and slicing and dicing, but they have removed themselves now. But pretty cool. You get to see some of the meat before you order it.
I've never seen so many ribs in my life. That's a lot of ribs.
Little pigs, big pig.
Look, the lollipops are little piggies. They're so cute.
Okay, so we have a small high top over here by the bar. We just got our table, we just ordered the food. It's pretty interesting because you order at the counter, like any quick serve would be, tell them what you want. But then when you go to pay, they tell you, oh, a server's gonna bring their food out to you, so if you'd like to leave a tip, you can. Which I'm kind of two minds about, because as someone who used to work for tips at Disney, and you know, has always be sure to try to tip, that was a little weird to me.
We definitely want to tip if that's part of the setup of the restaurant, because we want people to get what they deserve for their job and everything. I just wasn't expecting that to be part of the decorum for this place, because it's kind of like if you saw in our first quick instant, and I'll link that in the corner in the description, we ate at Captain Cook's, which is a definite quick serve, and they have like the buzzer things, and they bring it to your table.
For perspective, like you get your own drinks. Like there's our water cup, you get them right there at the drink machine. You know, you sit yourself, you seat yourself. You know, they literally just bring out the food, and I'm not opposed, like I said, I'm not opposed to tipping, but that's just not something you typically tip for. I like that they give you the option just to take care of their own people, but I don't know, just something to be aware of. Something kind of cool is we ordered 2 sandwiches, and if you order one of the dinners, it comes with jalapeno cornbread, which we wanted to try. So I asked them, like, because it wasn't listed by itself on the side, I asked them if we could try it, and they checked the management, and they said, like, yeah, it's 50 cents, and I'll go ahead and show you a real quick sneak peek. It's like these little
they're like little muffins, yeah.
So 50 cents each for those, but they told us that because we're trying it, that if we don't like it, let them know and they'll refund us, which...
Yeah, I mean, it was only $1 for 2 of them, but I thought it was really nice that they offered that.
This came actually pretty quickly. So what do we have?
Okay, so I got, what'd I get? I don't remember what it's called. It's a pulled pork sandwich. What was it labeled as?
Southern Pig.
The pulled pork sandwich, and it comes with mustard barbecue sauce, a slaw, and it has a pickle on top, yay, and mayonnaise. So far with the slaw, I'm seeing celery, I'm seeing lettuce, it looks like some kind of like pepper here.
It labeled it as an apple fennel slaw.
Yeah, apple fennel slaw, so maybe this is apple?
Which I really like fennel.
It smells really good. I'm happy that I'm not seeing any onions in it, because if you've seen us eat before, you know that we don't like onions. And I got the mac and cheese, which looks awesome. And that's something to note. If you get one of those dinner meals, a side comes with it. If you order a sandwich, they are extra and they're $4 each. So a little pricey. And then over here, we have what they call the low and slow. This is the brisket sandwich. And this has pimento cheese, onion straws, which we just said we don't like onions, but onion straws is a little bit different to us. It has a sauce. This was like the, I don't remember what they called it, like it was the
tangy?
Porter.
Oh, porter sauce, yeah. And it has a pickle on top, so that's pretty cool. And then these are called like barbecue waffle fries or something. They're clearly very heavily seasoned. They look phenomenal. And of course the muffin as well. I knew I was forgetting something on the low and slow. Pickled jalapenos are on there too. We should note too that they do offer DVC 10% discount as well as an annual pass holder. Just tried the jalapeno cornbread. It's very good. I don't really taste jalapeno. I see it, but I don't really taste it. It's just a very sweet cornbread, but it's really good.
It doesn't have like huge chunks of jalapeno in it or anything, but you can kind of see like the green on the side.
You can see inside mine, it actually does have like kernels of corn inside of it, but it's really good. And we've also tried these barbecue waffle fries. They're really good. It's kind of hard to describe the flavor. If you've ever had like barbecue Lay's chips, there's kind of that flavor going on. Mac and cheese time.
All right.
Oh, and those little poop tracks on the floor. Those blinkers escape.
It's really cute. I'm gonna get down to where it's moister. It's crispy on the top.
That is really good.
You know what? It's called, on the menu, mac and cheese aged cheddar. And for some reason, like, I'm tasting the aged cheddar. Does that make sense? Like, it tastes different than just regular cheddar.
It's strong. It's coming through. Definitely the biggest taste is that cheddar and those crumbs.
I like it. All right. You went in for the big guy.
It's good. The brisket is moist and tender.
Are the toppings throwing you for a loop a little bit?
I'm not really even tasting it.
Oh, really?
It's just not overwhelming flavor. It's just not. It's like, oh, that's good.
Here, let me try it. I really like this actually. I taste the spice for sure. It's kind of like peppery.
Yeah, I just tried a piece of brisket by itself. Peppery, smoky, and like almost like soy sauce taste to it.
Yeah. This bun got like really saturated. You see?
Oof.
It's only like half of the bun, so I don't know if maybe like a lot of the sauce just kind of like ended up on one side. Pork is good. It's sweet.
Pork's almost cold.
Yeah, this isn't warm at all, but I don't know if that's purposeful because there's like an apple slaw on top.
What I'm confused by is how saturated the bread got, but the meat is kind of dry.
It's not like the most moist pulled pork I've ever had in my life, but it's definitely not the worst by any means. I think I would personally go with the brisket, like in terms of of just the meat. I think I like the quality of the brisket more than the pulled pork.
I like the mustard sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like kind of the same thing with the brisket. Like it's good, but it's like, I was kind of expecting flavorful, like you to eat this and be like, wow.
And like I felt like the texture of like the slaw, like the lettuce and stuff, like, or the cabbage or whatever it is.
I'm gonna do texture, but no flavor.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's bad. I just was expecting more. I thought the flavor would just be like, wow, man, this is the best I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's just good. It's good.
I feel like the sides, the fries and the mac and cheese.
And the cornbread.
And the cornbread, I feel like that's stealing the show more so than the meat.
Upon having some of the brisket by itself, I feel like the other toppings were masking it, almost like burying it, instead of like accentuating it and making it better. It was almost like it was just covering it up. Because when you eat it straight up, the flavor really comes out.
So it might be better served just to get something from the smoker's quote unquote portion, like where you just get the meat straight up and then you get the sides and everything. I wouldn't call this standard barbecue.
No.
You know what I mean? And maybe that's why
traditional.
It might be why that's not our favorite.
It could be.
I think we tend to just like straight meat with sauce.
Yeah.
And like the sides that go with it. I think that's more of our realm. But this kind of has like some twist going on it, which is really cool, and you might be really into that.
All right, before we head out, just wanted to show you some of the drinks they have available here. Blue Sky, 100% cane sugar root beer, and 100% cane sugar lemonade, and 100% cane sugar black cherry. They have Acai blueberry pomegranate vitamin water, Fanta orange, Sprite, Diet Coke, and Coke, as well as unsweet and sweet tea. And they have sugar, sweet and low, Splenda, other things you can add to it, lemons, and it looks like same thing over here. And then this is the sauce station. They do have spiced vinegar. You can add fresh ground sea salt and black pepper. Looks like they have the black pepper sauce, the sweet sauce, the Southern Gold, and the barbecue ranch. And there's actually a little descriptor up here of each sauce. We have ketchup, mayo, and Mary's Hot Barbecue. And there's also a descriptor of each of those. One last thing as we head out, you see the bar here on the inside, and you see the bar here on the outside. It just goes right through that door. So back out here to the outdoor seating out on the Esplanade, Disney Springs. Alrighty, that will wrap up the Polite Pig, $35. I don't know if we mentioned it was the total here for Polite Pig.
Highlight for me, I think, was the mac and cheese. I think that was my favorite.
Yeah, definitely the barbecue waffle fries, I thought.
Those were very good too.
Very good.
I'm happy we went, and I enjoyed it. I think it's worth giving it a try. I don't think we're probably going to go out of our way to come back here, but I would be fine with coming back here.
None of the food was bad. There was nothing I had that I thought, ooh, that's not good. It was just that a lot of it was just good. It wasn't very good.
At the end of the day, not our favorites, but I mean, you definitely check out the menu yourself. That's why we showed it, because something might pop out to you and that might be totally up your alley. And go try it. Don't let what we're saying, nothing about it was bad to where like I would recommend not going by any means. It's just I don't think that we're personally gonna really seek Polite Pig out a lot.
Every family is different, everyone's individualized, so
yeah.
You have to take everyone into account, but you should definitely go to Homecomin and don't go to Polite Pig over Homecomin.
I mean, just us personally, but...
And you too, just do it. Don't. No, do whatever you want. But for now, we're gonna wrap up our quick and sit and quick, whatever you want to call it this time, here at Disney Springs. And next time, we'll see you around somewhere else. We hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, happy travels.